Good morning, everyone. My name is Katarzyna Pawlak, and I am Executive Director of the Microfinance Centre.
Good morning. My name is Ewa Bańkowska, and I'm Deputy Director of MFC.
Welcome to this virtual conference titled Social Finance Vibe 2023, Empowering the Future, which in fact is the third MFC annual learning event under this new brand. This year marks the Silver Jubilee of the MFC and the 10th anniversary of our cooperation with the European Commission and in particular DG Employment.
We are delighted to see over 400 participants registered from over 40 countries. We cordially welcome all of you, members of the MFC network, partners, and distinguished guests.
We would like to express our gratitude to all conference partners. European Commission is the strategic partner and sponsor of this event.
The content partners include Social Inclusive Finance Technical Assistance Program called SIFTA, managed by the European Investment Bank under InvestEU Advisory Hub, Free Compass, the Council of Europe Development Bank, UNHCR, Impulse, Euclid, the Frankfurt School of Finance and Management Financial Access Initiative at New York Wagner University Wagner, Romanian and Hungarian Microfinance Association. Thank you all for supporting this learning event.
We would like to take this opportunity to celebrate and acknowledge the European Commission support to the micro and social finance sector development and celebrate the achievements of our joint work. During the 10 years of strategic partnership between the MFC and DG Employment, we have implemented various networking, awareness raising, advocacy, research, and capacity building activities. Annually, on average, around 2,000 sector professionals directly benefit from participation in the MFC program supported by the DG Employment. We are very grateful to the European Commission for their ongoing engagement and support to the MFC, the work of our members, and broader micro and social finance community towards more inclusive entrepreneurship and access to finance. We will be reflecting on the European Commission support to the sector throughout this conference and discussing future directions. I would like to especially invite you to attend the session titled Unlocking EU Instruments and Programs at 1 p.m. today, where we will look at the past developments and brainstorm on the future needs and possibilities.
In one of today's sessions, we are talking about the European Code of Good Conduct for microcredit provision. The code defines a unique set of standards for the microfinance sector in Europe and is a prerequisite in accessing financial instruments funded by the European Union. MFC is a member of the steering committee of the code, and we are currently involved in discussions about aligning the code and increasing its accessibility to a wider range of players practicing microfinance.
Since the introduction of the code, many EU microfinance institutions have taken part in the assessment and certification process. Today, we would like to acknowledge those MFIs that have been certified or renewed their awards since November last year.
They are included in alphabetical order of countries. Primum from Hungary, Capitalia from Latvia, Noviti from Lithuania, and institutions from Romania. Vitas, Patria Credit, Romcom, Char Unirea Petrosani, Char Unirea Hunedoara, Char Straia Lupeni, Char Retezatul, Char Petrila, Char Ramniciu Valcea, Char Vitorul, Chalan, Viti Microfinantiare, Agricover Credit. Congratulations to the awardees.
If you wish to learn more about the code or the latest updates, we encourage you to join the session at 11 a.m. later today, titled The Power of European Code of Good Conduct, a quality label for microfinance and social economic finance providers.
The conference agenda is built around three themes: social economy, vulnerable groups, and megatrends. You can choose from a number of talks with leaders where they share their practical experience of how they work on a daily basis. Or you can attend open discussions with a variety of experts.
If you have any issues with connecting to sessions, visit our help desk under the link provided in the final reminder email sent to you about this conference. You can also access the help desk directly from the platform.
We are about to go to the next agenda item, which was supposed to be the The speech from Ms. Andriana Sukova, Deputy Director General at DG Employment. However, as I'm informed by my colleagues, we are experiencing troubles with connection with Ms. Andriana Sukova. So let us just okay, I'm having information that she has actually joined us. So, Ms. Sukova, welcome.
We would like to welcome our distinguished guest, Andriana Sukova. Ms. Sukova is Deputy Director General at the Directorate General for Employment, Social Affairs and Inclusion at the European Commission, and will officially open and welcome us all to today's conference. Ms. Sukova, it's an honor to have you among us today. We look forward to your opening remarks. The floor is yours.
Good morning. Some technical problems really insisted here, but I managed to join, and I'm very happy to join the European Microfinance Centre conference on the topic of social finance, and I believe that's a very important topic at the current point of time. I know that for already 25 years, you have been working to promote inclusive finance and best practices for micro and social finance sector across Europe. And I'm very happy that in the last 10 years, this has been done in close cooperation with the European Commission and especially with DG Employment. So I can assure you that we highly value this cooperation and partnership, and I believe we're helping a lot stakeholders and potential beneficiaries of this support. We're all aware that there is a huge untapped potential in micro and social finance, and that there is a big role to be played by the European Union for closing the gaps across the European Union member states, both when it comes to microfinance provision, but also social enterprise financial support. We also help EU countries design the right policies to support these sectors. I'll start briefly with an overview of the funds which are available at EU level, and I know that this will be discussed in much more details today and tomorrow in the conference, having had a look at the very rich agenda, and I wish you a good discussion. But I'll just like to underline the key financial provisions and the key financial partners that we have and which can really make a change in the landscape of financial support for micro enterprises and social enterprises. First, we have the InvestEU program with one special window on social investment and skills, which disposes of 2.8 billion euro until 2027 to provide support to microfinance, to social enterprise finance, but also to support innovation, social impact, education, training and skills, social infrastructure. So there will be guarantees issued at the amount of 2.8 billion, but we believe that the multiplier effect will going to be much higher. With European Investment Fund, and now I know that there has been a lot of experience already with the work of the European Investment Fund, we are deploying financial support to microfinance and social enterprises to finance institutions for already 1 year now. And I know that there is quite a big interest on the market for this support and for this intermediation by EAF. So this will continue in the next years. Additionally, we have another InvestEU implementing partner, which is the Council of Europe Development Bank, which has been already for more than 50 years active in the market, but also it can provide and is providing loans to financial intermediaries supporting microfinance and social enterprises. And we are activating now for the use for the implementation of the social investment and skills windows, our relationships with the Council of Europe Development Bank. The European Commission has ensured that beyond its financial support, InvestEU will also provide microfinance institutions with advisory support through the advisory hub. And I know that for many of you, this is a very well-known service provided by the European Investment Bank. But also, I want to stress again that the Microfinance Centre participates in the consortium deploying the dedicated advisory support initiative, the Social Inclusive Finance Technical Assistance, SIFTA, very well familiar to many of you. This support takes the form of project advisory, capacity building, and market development, with the aim to further develop microfinance and social finance ecosystems and markets, and also provide an advisory platform accessible to financial intermediaries providing microfinance. With sustainability and climate change high on the EU policy agenda, we expect to see the SIFTA program also provide support to financial intermediaries in their green and digital transition. Through SIFTA, we are also supporting the European Code of Good Conduct for Microcredit Provision, which is a self-regulation tool and also a quality label for microfinance. Signing up to it is a prerequisite to benefit from EU microfinance support under the InvestEU. In addition to InvestEU, under the Employment and Social Innovation strand of the European Social Fund Plus, there is a budget of 197 million euro, which is secured to support transnational social innovation initiatives in the member states. A lot is being done at EU level. However, not everything can be done at EU level. And we believe that the dialogue and cooperation at national and local level between public authorities and microfinance actors is crucial to understand the barriers faced by micro and social finance providers, and also design support schemes that are tailored to the specific needs of the country. Member states should closely involve microfinance institutions when designing financial instruments. To help member states in this endeavor, the EU can offer support in the form of advisory services and technical assistance within the shared management of the European Social Fund. And we have developed the FIC Compass platform, which is also a possibility for getting support for the setting up and development of financial instruments. This is also in a joint cooperation with the European Investment Bank and provides a lot of learning resources on financial instruments under all the cohesion policy funds. And it can also help managing authorities for the cohesion policy funds to design and implement effective and efficient financial instruments targeting very specific groups of the society. In addition, EU member states have the possibility to contribute a part of their shared management envelopes to the InvestEU fund through setting up an InvestEU member state compartment. This would allow member states to benefit from the EU guarantees high credit rating, giving national and regional investments more power and also cutting red tape. Let me just refer briefly to the Social Economy Action Plan, which is one of our flagship actions in the last years, because the European Social Economy Action Plan, which was released in December 2021, set an ambitious plan to improve the framework conditions for the social economy, to open new opportunities, and to ensure the recognition and awareness of the sector. So the EU support for microfinance and social enterprises is also closely linked with the work in relation to promotion of social economy. I'm very inspired by the title of the conference, which is Empowering the Future, and this is exactly what we are trying to do through our work on the social economy, and also reflecting all the aspects of our economic development, because we have to think about an economy for tomorrow, which is inclusive, socially cohesive, economically viable, environmentally sustainable, and digitally advanced. I mentioned the Social Economy Action Plan, and I can adopt it in 2021 in December. So 2 years later, I can say that out of it, 60 actions in support of social economy development in Europe. There are most of the actions already up and running, either fully implemented or ongoing. Only 4 have not been fully started yet. So we are on a very good track with the implementation of the Social Economy Action Plan. This year in 2023, 2 of the most ambitious actions of the Social Economy Action Plan were launched, and the Commission adopted on the 13th of June a proposal for a Council recommendation on developing social economy framework conditions. And I'm very happy to say that this Council recommendation has been discussed in the Council Working Group, and now we expect it to be adopted next week. So the Council recommendation will be confirmed at the EPSCO next Monday. The Council recommendation has a very important advice or expectation towards the Member States, because they are asked to adopt or update existing strategies within the next 24 months. And will have the obligation to monitor the implementation of the Council recommendation and revisit it in 2 years' time. So Member States in the next 2 years have to develop strategies for the social economy if they don't have ones, but if they have, they should be asked to revise and update them. Some other important topics in the recommendation is the focus on how to create an enabling environment for social finance at national, regional, and local levels. And we've given some advice and some ideas. First, there could be a mapping of the financing structures for social economy entities, financial intermediaries, and support organizations, and also assessing their needs and effectiveness of existing support schemes. There is another action which we're proposing. It's to mobilize private financing by making available public guarantee schemes. And another one is facilitate access to business development and investment readiness support. We hope that the recommendation will help all countries and provide especially the countries where the social economy is less developed with useful guidance on how they can create more favorable conditions for the social economy to thrive. In parallel with the recommendation, on the same day, on the 13th of June, we also launched a social economy gateway, an online platform that provides information on new policies and funding programs, as well as relevant guidance and best practices. And that's a very good entry point for anyone who wants to create or develop their business models and all their investments in the social economy, so that we make it easier for all social economy organizations to navigate through the funding opportunities and find the support. My colleagues, of course, will present this in the next 2 days in much more detail, and you can have also further questions and clarifications. The momentum for the social economy at EU level was confirmed last week in the high-level European Conference Social Economy, People, Planet and Action, which was organized by the Spanish presidency of the European Council in San Sebastian, and it resulted in a joint manifesto on social economy. I hope that many of you have already seen it or have been part of the discussion, but it's important to underline that the manifesto acknowledges that social economy entities are key players in the European single market and in our societies, and also the manifesto provides an ambitious roadmap for the social economy. It's including also supporting existing initiatives, such as the European Social Economy Action Plan, with all various actions. Also the recommendation which I just referred to, increase the visibility of the social economy as an instrument to promote collective entrepreneurship, to create quality jobs and contribute to a just green and digital transition, because transitions can be just and fair for all. If we leave somebody behind, we have not done the job properly. Then the manifesto also asks to enhance access to finance and markets, and moving towards greater recognition of socially responsible and green investments and public procurement, as well as other forms of involvement of social economy organizations in the design and delivery of services. It is a very good sign that the manifesto was signed by 19 member states, as well as the European Economic and Social Committee, the Committee of the Regions, and Social Economy Europe, showing the broad support for development of social economy across the European Union. Finally, I would like to thank again the European Microfinance Centre for organizing this conference, because it is coming at a very timely moment. Now is the time to rethink how we work, how we deliver services. Everybody in this process, and I believe social economy enterprises are one way of making sure that nobody is left behind. I hope that today's conference will connect stakeholders at EU, national and local levels, and I encourage more dialogue and cooperation, and I believe good partnership can deliver very good results. Thank you very much.
Ms. Sukova, thank you for your opening remarks. I would like to thank you, DG Employment and European Commission, for your sustained commitment and support to the micro and social finance sector development and our over 10 years strategic partnership and cooperation towards more inclusive entrepreneurship and access to finance.
As we have still a few minutes to go before the next session, I would like to encourage you to once again browse the agenda of the conference. So first of all, the first sessions that we are expecting to start at 10, that's a session on social economy and how actually our sector can benefit from the social economy and various European Union initiatives. There is also another session devoted to serving ethnic minorities. And then throughout the day, we have really a number of interesting sessions on artificial intelligence and its use in microfinance, on measuring social impact, migrants inclusion, as well as EU instruments and programs that both financial and social economy finance providers can benefit from. So grab your coffee and get ready for this quite interesting, and we hope you will enjoy our agenda we have prepared for you. So see you soon at 10 a.m. during the first sessions. Meantime, grab your coffee and enjoy your
the event.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.